नमस्ते सभी को। मैं फैकल्टी सर का भी स्वागत करती हूँ। आप खोज यूनिवर्सिटी के बीसी हैं और GSITS एलुमनी एंड डीन रहे हैं। मैं सर आपका बहुत स्वागत है हमारे। अभी साउथ से people have to leave. They have a flight, so we will start the sharing with these 4 people first. So, Vijay, I invite you for your sharing.
Yeah, thank you, Didi. I'm Vijaya from Chennai, SRSA. I have 2 daughters, and both of them are working. Actually, my journey with UHV started when they made it compulsory for us to do UHV FDPs. And both the introductory and the UHV2, I joined only in online mode. And to be frank, I was not getting, what to say, I was not getting thought about what was being discussed. So the focus was at that time to get the certificate. And we all joined as a group, and we would help each other to know whenever the polling is come. So that way, and for answering all that we did. And after the UHV2, Supraja kept telling me, so you have to come for face to face. You would really enjoy getting connected with the content that is being shared. And then that is when I joined UHV 3 face to face and SLM. And starting from there, I started getting connected to the content that is being shared with by UHV and the different proposals I have started looking into. And a lot of exploration has happened. Like many said, I won't say I have changed after attending UHV. My characteristics have changed, or my behavior has changed a lot. But internally, I have started looking at many things differently. To start with, self and body living in harmony itself was not clear to me before joining UHV. Then it became clear that I do have a self and body. They are the entities that are living in harmony. And I would say most of the time I have a harmony. But yes, there are times at which we are not in harmony with it. And after looking at the content, that after 3, we had 4, 6, 7, I've joined all the face-to-face FDPs that has been happening at SRM. And during the regional meeting last year, last meeting we had for SR and SWR, that is when I slowly started getting into volunteering myself for doing certain things as part of UHV. And being in the teaching fraternity, I think it is our great responsibility to help our students get into the content and start living with that. And that motivated me to get into the counseling. And currently, I am looking at doing some contribution by being in the counseling. And that is it from me. Thank you.
Thank you for the very crisp and short sharing with it. And behavioral wise, you are saying you are finding a change in yourself. Thank you. All the best to you. Now I would like to invite Shanona Munga Pianini. Sorry.
You can do a So that time limit is 5 minutes, but please ask them to make full use of those 5 minutes.
Namaste.
Okay. Namaste, Bhaiya. Shall we start?
Okay, you carry on. बहुत ही बढ़िया चीज.
Okay. வணக்கம் மதிப்பிற்குரிய பெண்டாஸ்க்கும் அன்பு கோய எக்ஸ்ப்ளோரர்ஸ்க்கும் என் இனிய காலை வணக்கம். என் பெயர் சண்முகப்பிரியா. தமிழ்நாட்டிலிருந்து வருகிறேன். யூஎச்வி குடும்பத்தின் ஒரு பகுதியாக இருப்பதில் மிகுந்த மகிழ்ச்சி அடைகிறேன். யூஎச்வி என் வாழ்க்கையில் பல நல்ல மாற்றங்களை கொண்டு வந்தது. சிறு வயதிலிருந்து நான் தனியாக பயணம் செய்த அனுபவமே இல்லை. ஆனால் இது யூஹெச்வி பயணம் என்றால் எனக்கு ஒரு பயணம் இல்லை. ஏனென்றால் நாம் எல்லோரும் ஒரு யூஹெச்வி குடும்பமாக இணைந்திருக்கிறோம். நமஸ்கார் சபிகோ. आदरणीय मार्गदर्शकगण, सम्मानित मेंटर्स और मेरे प्रिय अन्वेष को एक्सप्लोरर्स और सभी को मेरा सादर प्रणाम और सुप्रभात. मेरा नाम शंमुगप्रिया है. मैं तमिलनाडु से ही यूनिवर्सल ह्यूमन वैल्यूज के इस परिवार का हिस्सा बनना मेरे लिए वही गौरव और आनंद की बात है. यूएचवी ने मेरे जीवन में काफी परिवर्तन लाया है. बचपन से मैंने कभी अकेली यात्रा नहीं की, लेकिन जब बात यूएचवी की यात्रा की होती है तो मुझे बिल्कुल भी वही नहीं होता योग की मुझे एहसास होता है कि हम सब एक ही यूएचवी परिवार के सदस्य हैं. So I start. No. What was your experience when I read in Tamil? It got confused. That was the first experience for me. But through the expressions, I could able to connect. That is the effectiveness how we are connecting feelings. I didn't find much difficulty because I could able to feel the feelings since we are connecting feelings than our body or some other thing. That way, I will start from our own Thirukural since my journey of UHV started with the exploration of Thirukural. Written by Thiruvalluvar. He was the saying before 3000 years like that. There are 1330 Kural are there. One Kural is Karka Kasanara Karpavai Katrapi Irka Adarkataha. Meaning is learn thoroughly and without it is worth learning. Having learned it, live in accordance with this learning. Then I connected like I got this is applicable for our UHV. Whatever we are learning for ourselves, that is for the individual level, we are taking to our family level, society, to the nature of existence. That way I connected. Then with going with Rajul Bhaya's pointers, I made use of your pointers also, Bhaya. Like I selected the topic like from confusion to clarity of life. That is what Bhaya mentioned. Myself, Shanmugapriya from SRM. From my family, Tamil Nadu, Chidambaram is there. We are 5 people, 3 girls and 2. Like then that in Chidambaram only completed my BE ME. By the time I feel like I was very bold enough to connect with the people. But after shifting from after ME, I joined an SRM. I first time hostel life also, where my struggling started. Till that I was thinking I can able to survive with a small group. It was okay. But I came to SRM, they put other than lecturer, I worked as a modern also. There I got many preconditioning. I started the preconditioning. We should be strict. Then only students will respect me. That is what the preconditioning. Because of that, there was after 3-4 years, there was a dip in my health. Earlier it was no, but within 21 years, like small health problem started. Not very huge, but because of the stress, now I am because I get anchor students very easily since I wanted to strict. And also, like then my marriage, like 2012 that happened. Then 2 kids. By the time I joined in PhD also, Corona days. So for PhD with Corona days, I struggled. And also, I started facing the issue how to handle my in-law families also. Since it is a love marriage of two different culture, I struggle. Many unanswerable questions with PhD, working place, kids, in-laws, family, like that. Then I started attending, then UHV came into the picture by 2023. Two things online, then UHV 3 offline. But I started attending Sunday meeting. Through that, it was very much helpful. I used to listen the sharing, whoever asking the question, that helped me. So somewhere some people are getting the answer. Same answer I will also get. So directly I started attending Sunday. That helped me. Then I joined in self-development by Umesh Bhaiya. Through that Sunday meeting it is happening. Sunday, Monday, there I got it. After started taking the content for the students. Whatever the students asking the doubt, I got the answer through our self-development meeting by Umesh Bhaiya. There was like, of course, with the workplace, family, with the neighbors, I got many answers through our UHV. There I got the many, before and all, many pre-conditioning. Now everything got resolved by changing some changes in my own self. Environment is same, people are same, but how I found harmony is I made some changes in me that helped me a lot, not by changing the others. That I got the clarity through our UHV. And also, I like that volunteering activity where I have learned many things from our mentor when I joined an international conference also, how they were supporting the people from Kumar Maya, Ila Didi and all. I expect sometimes the feeling of opposition from Ila Didi or from Kumar Maya having, but they never show only the like relationship only. I was thinking how they are not responding. By this time they should they should get like some get they should get anger on me, but they never ever showed that equality I am learning, but where I was lacking before. I never like that is the one important thing. Maybe for many pre-conditioning, I got solution. So I only one point. I used to regret for the things whatever happened before now after exploring PhD. But since I am going with the right understanding and natural acceptance, now I am handling the thing. I am very much sure that I am having confidence. I will not regret the days what I am spending with the natural acceptance now. That freedom I got it only through the which I want to thank each and every one of us for.
Thank you, Didi. I appreciate your, I mean, the language you learn.
My first today, 44, I woke up daily. Then I learned this. When you should go with Prashant, I was saying, able to do that. So we will remember then she was in argument actually. I didn't show her. I was preparing. They were asking why you are writing, whatever it is. Okay, then we will prepare.
Thank you. Now, Sabrina Mayor.
Namaste सभी को. Good afternoon. I'm Dr. Sabrina, assistant professor, Department of Chemistry, SRM Vadavarni campus. Myself, my wife, Yogalashmi, my two daughters, Anmagi, Janmagi, all are living in KK Nagar. My parents are living far away from Chennai, 160 kilometers away from Chennai. My family background, they're typical business family. The family which give more importance to the physical facility. This is a family background. My UHG journey started May 2023. Before that, there is so many mails from AACT, UHG, about UHG, even many mails that is the mandatory, like that we are getting from the management. UHG course is mandatory. I just ignore all those mails. One day, Dinesh Bhaiya, he suggested to come through the UHG I simply said to him, we are a very enriched culture, Tamilians. Why have to follow some proposal? This is like the direct answer. Then we just gone through. Then we can discuss about these things or all these things. Then I registered. My first USG, with a proposal from the sweet voice of Sunil Bhaiya. I explored along with my three members jointly those proposals. We just get excited when we listen the proposal, like reading the motivation book. Okay, we get excited. Okay, we get whatever we needed in our life. We get after we have going to follow this, we get motivated. Slowly we deviated. Then only I realized that is just a simple shallow learning. We have not implemented anything in our day-to-day life. That is it. The proposals I'm not able to implement that the problem. Again, I have the opportunity to say what are the 2 hour session as a part of the FDP, faculty development program, that is 16 days long FDP program. In that, one session offered by Suprajan from SRMIC, KDR. Again, I'll just trigger everything, trigger all this proposal again, trigger in my mind. Then I'm waiting for next UHV FDP. Then I have the opportunity to attend the UHV 2 around December 2023, along with Dinesh Bhaiya. The same session, the mentor son also attended the UHV, the newly married couples. So here we have the more exploration. Started this after this program over. When I visit the home, I hesitate to do everything. Even there is a lot of cloth and hose. Immediately I thought we need some lab. Whether I washing machine, I have to wash everything by hand. Just even a small thing. Whether I have to continue vegetarian or non-vegetarian lifestyle. So many confusions, so many questions are in me. Fortunately, immediately that program over by December 16 or something. Then immediately from 1st January onwards, I have the opportunity to listen the content again from the morning to the night. So that ninth batch, that is hand-holding sessions. All my doubts once again cleared by Sharmila sessions as well as question raised in the other explorers, co-explorers. Because most of the time I don't make any questions. I simply listen the content. I just simply explore whatever my understanding. I keep on exploring this. Immediately, like a fast track mode, I have the another opportunity to listen the UH3 after some time. So from that onwards, I'm just continuing the exploration of all the proposals in the UHV. This is my UHV journey. So the difference before UHV and after UHV, before UHV, most of my goals, objectives are with my family. Most of them I have already mentioned in the previous sharing. 6 crore investment, that is one of my goal. Still, I'm not able to keep up for that 6 crore goal is still in me. Because the reason there is a proposal from the financial advice, 2% of 6 crore would be your annual income. So that 2% of 6 crore is around 12 lakh. Once you achieve the 6 crore, you no need to earn for physical facility. Based on that, I don't know. I'm not still exploring this along with this 6 crore. My family, whenever I'm attending the family events, my close relatives as well as new members used to ask what is their salary. They are judging based on my salary. Then I made a trick. Always for the last 3 years, I give the same answer. 60 to 70K they are offering for me. Last 3 years. Wherever the question is coming about physical facility, I put the same number. Even in the application of my daughter's school, wherever that make as a constant, I don't want to change that as far as the society believes. That is my current state. Then, as I am a chemistry background, a chemistry professor, I have a superiority in entire universe 118 plus elements. That's why I know all the reactions. It's feel like a DB. I have the open evaluation, so I know everything about the universe. Okay, I'm using my mail ID from 1997. Mail ID itself somebody email. I know about everything. Then after exploring this UHG proposal, it's like a snake and ladder game. Again, I started with zero. There is another world of conscious. Again, start with zero. So this is the situation. It's going on. Now, after the exploration, now purchase patterns are okay, not only the physical facility, the consumption of information, scrolling time, screen time, everything, even OTT is nowadays the OTT, many movies are available. Very carefully, we select the movie, we spend along with the kids, whatever the movie can able to see, we used to see. So current state, contemplation, I can able to see the contemplation with the kids, not the elders. Still, I can connect with any kids, but not with the grown persons. This is my current stage. So, error. Nowadays, I can able to accept the error, normal one. Which written about the error and mistakes. Natural. Need testimony. I just refer my natural improved habits. So, however, still some challenges are there. Challenges are very much towards gratitude. Whenever next we are giving any topic of gratitude, it is very guilty able to share then it's a different and go comfortably. They expect the way of they want to see. That's why I keep on always away from that. However, I don't have any enmity or discussion. So this is just a issues only, not just for me. So contribution, I'm contributing as one of the education coordinators in our. I did some contribution in double translation. Bhaiya mentioned that content has to reach to the last person in the nation, but generous. I have the first person the I hope all of you know maybe so it has to reach to that's why the way translate all the content to I'm regularly attending self-development. So this also very much helpful to explore all the proposals within me. My sincere notes, gratitude to the hierarchy may be wrong because I am giving the gratitude through the journey. So Dinesh Bhaiya, Sunil Bhaiya, Suprida Didi, Gopal Babu Bhaiya, Umesh Bhaiya, Sharmila Didi, Raju Bhaiya, Ganesh Bhaiya, Kumar Bhaiya, Prashant Bhaiya, and our Tamil translation team, Geeta Devi, Radha Devi, Sangupriya Devi, Venkateshwari Devi, and SRYST for supporting. My sincere gratitude to all co-explorers. Thank you.
Thank you, Luna. Very inspiring, interesting sharing by you. All the best.
So now the journey turns like from 6 crore to 68. That's what the transformation is happening.
So I invite the Bhaiya for sharing.
Sabiko Namaste. Myself, Dinesh Babu, from SRMIST Barkatullah campus. I'm associated with the Electronics and Communication Engineering Department since 2012. SRM. And basically born and brought up in Chennai, 37 years old. My wife, Mohana Priya, my son, Lisavan. We three together in Chennai. My UHV journey. Is it like really no idea initially? So on a fine Monday, we get into the college. I think it's not Monday, Thursday. And in college, like we got a mail from the team that this guys are on leave to register in the link. And from Monday onwards, you have to go to study. It's mandated. So from the team directly, CCR, HOD and all, I just went to HOD. That's why me. We both in the department, so I asked why me. Then you know, right? Many came from them, so you have to ask. So okay, I don't have that much guts to ask about that. So we'll see whatever happened. And V6 have been nominated. So what we did, 8 out of 2 from computer science department. So they didn't join in our team. So what we did, we all 6 made a strategy how to deal with this program and get a certificate successfully. So we all gathered in the same conference room. We kept all our laptops open. We were going for the class. Others' responsibility to clear polls and results. So what are all the different the ways we are not supposed to do, but we did. Because that time there is no clarity. That only thing is that university doesn't give full OD, but anyway we have to complete it, and then something we have to prove ourselves that we got the certificate. So that happened like first day, second day, we work from 8 to 3. But this FTP is like from 9 to 5. So we cannot carry laptop to the way. So we need to stay. So we are the one who is like logging the university gate at 6 o'clock. So sometimes we'll finish the assignment also. We go home, we'll feel tired, and then it's difficult. Before morning 9 o'clock, we need to do the assignment submissions, that online submissions. So we sit together, we discuss answers. That time I think that's the time where ChatGPT got introduced, but not fully. So few grammatical things I will formulate the answers and I will put it there. I'll check grammatically, just rephrase it. Form. And then all 6 we successfully got the certificate. And that's it. That's got over. But one thing I got into the feeling is all about most of the answers when we do while asking the quizzes, goals, and all, somewhat aligning. That without listening to the lecture, we write answer. But it is getting a right answer. They are answering with that. So there is some connect there. That is a explanation. Because it was a very peak time, October 2000. That is a time we undergo some tough period in personal life. As far as the university is an act period, everyone is running out of files. This file, C1 to C6, C7, kind of thing. Then somewhat totally we forget. Even we didn't ask for when we will get certificate, all those things. And one thing we do every day, we'll just give a queue. Because we want to register that we are attending the. So I'll just press for a mic. So they'll give was only a last one question. There's no just to want be so that I will say hey, I asked one question, so they cannot decline my so then we got the certificate and second university voluntarily I registered without the knowledge of university for February 2023 and fine morning I went and told Chotma we registered and we are about to do it in the same conference room. She asked, did you ask me before registering how you will handle classes? Very boldly I told how we did it for you. She want she was so upset. Said same thing. Whatever you do, hereafter don't come to me for anything. Then I went. I actually went and I so that is what done. Then UHV 3 in a face-to-face mode because since first two it's online, so I just wanted to make it face-to-face. May 2024. Then 10th batch morning meeting. That's it. 20 days I attended successfully. The 11th batch somewhere 3 or 4 days I missed. Meaning all days I attended. So in this what then I entered 2025, contributed to our UHV conference and hosting team. Then in November 2025, I attended Pledge 1. That's a big eye opener. So in the case of Team UHV, how I taken the contents is what exploration is continuous. Every moment I used to explore, even sometimes during handling the courses to the students. Thrice 3 batches I have handled. 240 students. I think I have taken UHV to them, but most of the times it will be like reverse. I only will get answers all those things when I deal the classes and then compare. So that is why personally I'm so satisfied with that. And in the family, most of the time the initially the family at all. I thought okay, it is a university thing they are given to us. I should maintain all those aspects in the university. Once 320 is that, I'm I used to very short tempered. I never replied. Usually, I used to react because after our marriage, like she was in other place for a work. Then only she got transferred. So 2 years we were like weekly we will be. So that time I couldn't find any difficulty. But when she came, got transferred and we started living together, every day it is going to be a difficult thing. Whatever the conversation, it's going to be a difficult thing. Then I thought, okay, we will just take this contents to family also. Small things I started working on it. We should not care about the react. When we pass, one moment I put that proposals and all will it work. And then sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't work. But now mostly it's working. And before yesterday also, before I start, she said, who is booking tickets for you for this conference? Are you reserving for this? Say, okay, I didn't reply at all. I'm about to tell, it's a some mistake on policy. But no, we should not. Then so this way, and campus coordinator offering which we do successfully in our campus and outreach activities we do more aligned to UHV and the Tamil translation little bit the glossary a few meetings I contributed something and whenever I get any confusion I'll go directly to this department. Four people used to search me in my department and they conclude okay you'll be there. We both used to discuss a lot, hours and hours, even 4 hours, 5 hours continuously we discuss and get clarity. And thank to all, even if they told Suprada is the university coordinator, you just call and check how we are going to implement. That time also I have a bit, who given to Suprada for this role? He is like that extreme. That is what my precondition is all that. Before I know, after I joined only she joined. What how Suprada will be in the case. Then I didn't call her. I was waiting, let her call her. That ego. Then she got Dinesh Babu. Then I said, yeah, I know ma'am you those things and well, everybody knows. Then that transformation yesterday I got this after Vivek's Shari, I was like till 2 o'clock we both are discussing. It's like those who are at the extreme only it's possible to get transformed. Because if Prithvi was at that extreme, now she is totally in this extreme. Then Meshbaya told we ran away from family. So now one single pajama. So then what we do, we are not in that extreme. We never smoke, we never drink. We are just leading a neutral life. So how we will get transferred? That is what difficult. So should we go to this extreme and come with that? Any questions? In you are the he slept. So I given respect to his body and I told tomorrow this morning I told you slept at 2:20 I slept at 2:35. So this is a journey and as a party forget to mention as our initiative we have started inaugurated a eco and a harmony club in our campus and it's functioning very well. Mostly in the eco part, since it's from the chemistry part, harmony part, we are yet to establish few activities. So, and yes, yes, I did just thank you for all.
Thank you, Vinaya. Very interesting sharing and other ways for exploration so that this normal human get exploration, transformation. Right.
Like sir, 1 minute DT. Since it is coming online in future, my son will ask. I forgot to tell about my family actually. But then they have sent me here. His father and my in-laws are taking care of them. I have two sons. One son is studying in 7th grade, Rishi Sringa Sai, and second son Sarvesh Sai. He is studying in 4th. My husband is working in e-publishing. His name is Sumit. So here after that, without any guilt, I leave the Bhopal. Otherwise, after seeing video next week, they will ask, where are our dates maybe? So readily they accepted for my journey, even though they are having the classes, school days. Thanks for that. Yes, Rama. Thank you. Yeah, it's then.
Preparation of what time you are leaving? You are here till evening?
Yes.
Only three of them. Only three of them.
I have already said.
Sharing. I will invite Raghavendra Bhakali for sharing.
So, three more hours, take a leave, thank you everyone. Yeah.
If up and this seems speak also in higher magnitude and acceleration. So to all this. Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, namaste everyone. I am Dr. Yagved Babli from Jain College of Engineering, Belgavi, Karnataka. So I live in a joint family. My father, my mother, my uncle, my auntie. I have one elder brother, sister, wife, and I have one daughter that is 10-year-old daughter. My wife's name is Supriya and my daughter name is Vasundhara. She is studying in fifth standard. And my journey started, UHP journey started in during COVID, that is 2021. So, of course, I used to get so many mails to attend this, and I have attended this online workshop with interest. The reason for that is, so one of my colleague, he had attended 3-day workshop in GIT, that is a nearby college. So he attended that one, and he told a lot about that. And he told that it tells everything starting from atom to universe. It addresses all the things. So it will be a very nice experience if I join. So that has attracted me. So principal sir told me that you need to attend UH1. So I happily accepted, and even I told that I requested that I don't want to have any assignment. So I attended all the 5 days as if it was a face-to-face workshop from starting from morning 9 up to 5:30. I used to attend all the sessions sincerely and giving the attending, voting the polls and writing the assignments, everything I did. And of course, I got the certificate. I used to ask the questions. I got so many of my doubts got clarified. It has had a very good effect on me. But initially, after listening to all this, I did not see that I have to make changes in me. I thought that I have to tell to all the other people and I have to change them. So that was the thought in me. Then principal sir saw, he asked me whatever I have learned. I told him what are the things. Then he told that why don't we start UHV cell in our college? I happily agreed. Then we started a UHV cell in our college. I became the coordinator of that one. And we started conducting regular meeting with all our faculties. Every Saturday we used to conduct a meeting for 30 minutes and we used to discuss the content of the UHV and we used to explore that one. It went on for some 3 to 4 months. Then after that, it became repetitive and many people started losing interest in that one. Then there came a message that there is a UHV2 in Bengaluru, Army College of Engineering. So I have requested principal sir to, I want to attend that one. He happily agreed. Then I attended and Mukesh Bhaiya was, Umesh Bhaiya. Sorry, Umesh Bhaiya was the mentor there. And it was really good. And that I understood that I should not work on others. It is not for others. It is for me. I have to first work on myself. Then I can help others. Then only I can help others. So I started implementing it on me. Then after that one, I started attending the morning sessions from 7th batch. I did that 7th batch completely. But after that, I could not connect to UHV in any. So I became restricted myself to the UHV cell of our college and I was working there. But one thing that I have not left is whenever I get time, I used to watch the YouTube videos of Kumar Bhaiya and Ganesh. And that kept me connected with the UHV. Then one and the whatever I was listening, I was exploring and I was trying to bring changes in me. And even my parents or my wife and my relatives, they found a lot of changes in me. And even my wife, she encouraged me, you continue. I see that you are finding a lot of happiness in this. Why don't you continue with this one? I said, okay. And now it is because of my wife insisted that yes, see, I can observe happiness in you. You continue with this. And in fact, she only encouraged me to attend this one. I'm very much thankful to my wife. Yes. And even my daughter, she is listening when I'm regularly attending this self-development meeting and team development meeting, and she will be sitting beside me and she will be guessing what the people is going to tell. Now she will tell, they will say yes, Didi, yes, Vaya, no, Didi. She will be telling. So that is she is guessing and she is listening, and sometimes she will speak in that language only. Papa, are you talking with keeping natural acceptance, or it is your assumption? She will directly tell me like that. I'm happy that even she is getting exposed to this content. Now, as I said, now I'm doing volunteering in self-development and team development activities. I have decided that I will further, as I join translation as well as other committee, I will work sincerely to strengthen SWR region. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Sonal. And best wishes for your self-exploration journey. Didi, a little changes there in the schedule. Now, I would like to invite Shatula for the share.
Namaste everyone. I'm Sharmila Astana, pediatrician by profession. And I was I took my first UHB workshop. I think it was around 2013 when I did my first UHB workshop. Actually, Rajanji was already exposed to the UHB and he was devoting some time to it. He often told us also about it, the family, and our older son, he took with him for the workshop. I, being a pediatrician, I used to find it hard. In those days, the workshop was 8 days. So I used to think 8 days is a long time. What will happen to my patients? What about the family? What about the children? So I used to say, not now. I can't take 8 days out. But we had decided that after our younger son finishes 10th, then I will attend the UHB workshop. So the year that he finished his 10th, that year, there was a UHB workshop in IIT Kanpur. And so we went there. And although I was sort of interested in spirituality and metaphysics, books on metaphysics, and I was reading here and there many things. I was sort of searching. I went through several avenues to try to. This goal of self-realization was very prominent, and whatever I can do to work towards that, that used to be something that I was preoccupied with. But when I went for this workshop, the first thing that struck me was that it's very, very complete. Till the third day or so, when we were talking about the self and the body, I was kind of comparing it with whatever I had read, and I felt that, okay, self and body, we talk about that, we want to get to realization and all that. But in all the other avenues, wherever I had sort of tried to look into it, I used to feel that the family gets left out. So the focus is on the individual self moving towards realization. But because I used to feel very consciously that I want to spend enough time with the children, I used to always feel that the family gets left out in all of this. So when we talked about harmony in family in that first UHV workshop, suddenly it struck me that this is more complete. And then we talked about nature and existence. Then we talked about how we can, what kind of program we can have, a plan of action to actually make a change in society. And it just struck me that the whole circle got completed for me. At that point, I felt that this is something very complete. And I was not sure how or what I will be involved in, but I knew that it was good. And then there was an opportunity to go to Sudan. Rajati had been several times with Karishi, but that time I had the opportunity also to go. So we went to Bhutan, and it was like almost a month-long trip. And we went from college to college. It was by road, from one end of Bhutan to the other end of Bhutan. And so I was exposed to the content again and again and again in all these places. And when we used to sit for the evening meetings, when somebody was sharing some issues, I found myself kind of trying to help answer the questions. And at that time, or maybe a little later, Ganeshji said that I should think about getting more involved with UHP. At that time, I didn't have any clarity on, I had not read the book, I had not, just the workshops and whatever I was trying to explore. Although I was able to, what we talk of now as change in feeling, having the right feeling, that I had kind of experienced before the workshop through other avenues. I had sort of noticed, like I was just sharing this morning, when our son was quite small, our younger son, so he must have been like 3-4 years old. And after bathing, I was wiping him, but something was going on in me, some irritation, something that I had maybe said, somebody had said to me, I forget what the thing was, but I was annoyed inside. And when I was rubbing his skin, suddenly, very innocently, he asked, Mummy, itni jabardasti kyun poach rahe ho? Like, why are you doing it with so much force? And I suddenly realized, what am I doing? Something else is going on inside me, and I don't mean to hurt my child. And he's asking so honestly, and so I said sorry, and I hugged him and I said, I'm very sorry. I was just thinking something else. But that sort of connected me to the inside world, that what we do inside and what we do outside, they are two different things. And something can be going on inside while you're doing something so mechanically outside. So that was one kind of revelation. And another time, I think I have shared this in one of the workshops, and it may be there on recording. I'll not go through the details, but one time I came home, and after I used to practice pediatrics and come home for lunch, but often my lunch used to get delayed because I would do all the other errands. If I had to buy groceries, I would buy those, or if I had to get fruits and vegetables, I would buy all those after my practice, then come home, put everything in the fridge, and then start my lunch. So sometimes it used to get very late. And so one time when I came home, my father-in-law was in the house alone. It was an afternoon, it must have been like 3:30, something like that. And he was watching the TV, so the sound was loud. I tried to come into the kitchen, but I found that the door was locked and I had these two heavy bags of vegetables and things. And then when I saw it was locked, then I had to go around the main road. And I saw that was also locked. Then I had to go around to the side door. And I finally came in, and it was hot, and I was upset. And then my father-in-law very casually just asked that, oh, where have you been? Oh, बहुत सारी shopping करके आ रहे हो, or something like that. And I just, I didn't say anything to him, but I was sort of very angry inside that I'm doing all this for the home, for everybody. It's not like I'm enjoying myself. And I started just putting the things in the fridge. And then I realized, what am I doing? Why am I getting angry? How does he know what kind of day I had? I had a bad day that day. My patients came late and I got delayed and all that. So at that time, then, as soon as I sort of felt that he doesn't know what kind of day I had, he's asking very innocently. The moment I started seeing from his perspective, I felt immediate calm inside me. I just felt relaxed. And that was the first time I could make that shift in my feeling and observe what happened inside. And I realized that this is what I wanted actually. And so I left everything and I thought, okay, first let me eat my food, then I will put away everything. And then I was able to communicate nicely with him and ask if he had had his lunch and all those things. So that these kind of incidents, if I look back, they were the ones that made me sort of start reflecting inside. And I think for all of us, it is like a trigger. Something draws your attention to the inside. And when you pay attention inside, then slowly things start happening. When you start observing what is happening inside. So that trigger can come from anywhere. Eventually, we went to Kanpur again to the Sansthan. Several times we went and attended some workshops. As a family, we went for Sarsatra and some other things. And one of the times when we were doing the self-evaluation, or even before that, Ganeshji mentioned that I can do the session on relationship. So at that time, I was not sure what I can do in that, but he seemed to have the confidence and he said, you can do it. But I was not very confident. Those were the times when COVID was there and things had become online. So I read the book cover to cover 2-3 times, the UHB book. I went through the recordings. I made notes. Then I did the thing on relationship. I had my cheat sheet. I had written all the notes. And then since it was online, I could say all those things. But then slowly it became quite easier for me. The first few days, there were very few of us. Kumar Bhaiya was there. There were very few who were doing this online work. And then after the session that I was there, we were like backup for somebody. So in the backup time also, you're listening to the content. Then there were tutorials, then you listen to the tutorials. When Kumar Bhaiya was taking the tutorials, I used to make notes. What if somebody asks you this, then what would be your answer? And that kind of thing. So in that, all that process, I got kind of prepared. And we did that for about a year. It was back to back. So then we used to do Monday to Friday, 5 days a week was the workshop. Saturday, Sunday, chutti to catch up on work at home. And then Monday to Friday again workshop. Those days I had, of course, left my practice and I was giving more time to teaching. So for 1 year we did those. And then I told Ganeshji that no, I don't want to do this anymore because it seemed very constricting to me because in that time you have to say all those things, the proposals, plus you have to run the polls, plus you have to do the question answers. And I find it a little bit stressful to try to fit in everything and we should not go over time. Quiz also must be there. So I told Ganeshji, I think I want to take a break from this. So he said, why? Then he said, it's right. Now people are senior. So you can hand over to this to others and you can go on to bigger things. So anyway, for that time I said, okay, fine. But then he was doing the morning sessions and I used to listen and again make a lot of notes. And next thing he said, you can take the morning session. So I was like, oh no. Now, how to prepare for this? So then anyway, it got into the flow and started doing that. One of the workshops that we attended in Kanpur, in the self-evaluation, I just found myself spontaneously saying I want to work with health because I had a health background and it just I don't know where that came from. I hadn't planned it or anything, but very spontaneously it came from inside. I want to do some work with health. And then with his guidance and the help of others, Dr. Sundaraj was there, Dr. Akhilesh was there. We all sat down and tried to work out a plan for how we can do holistic health. So from that started the health journey, and then went on to make the health course and all of that. But I think in all of this, of course, the exploration continues throughout. I can't say that I have reached anywhere. I'm also in the process. I'm also exploring. But I can say this that with all of the participation, with all of the work that we are doing, it's very satisfying. It feels like this is what we were meant to do. We spent a lot of time in the US, and that's another story how we got back. But a sense of purpose is there. If I see that if I was not doing this, what would I be doing? I'm not sure if I be as satisfied, as comfortable inside as I feel doing this. And of course, in this process, we have come to know so many like-minded people, all of you, everybody that we are associated with. It feels like everywhere you go for a UHB workshop, you have friends everywhere. So that's also a very big sort of change from we never really went out a lot. We weren't sort of very used to having a lot of friends or friend circles or spending a lot of time with other people like that. But this is one place where I feel connected also, and it's not just friendship, but together doing something for a larger purpose. It is very, very satisfying. That's what I can say. I just want to thank everyone who has been a part of this journey, Ganeshji. I keep taking his any article or any slides I make, one copy and send to him so that he can look at it and give me his okay for it. So like that, many people of course are involved. And, there's a lot of guidance from it. So with all of that, I think I'm very happy to be here and be doing what I'm doing. Thank you.
And I feel honored and I'm here to thank you so much. Everybody is exploring because of you only for the morning session. And I would give my introduction to Bhopal.
Thank you.
मेरा sufficient नहीं होना
नहीं तो भैया दीदी की जोड़ी तो बढ़िया ही है। तो हम सब फील करते हैं कि पूरी अस्थाना फैमिली का बड़ा कंट्रीब्यूशन, ये लाइन मुझे राजू भैया की शेयरिंग के बाद बोलनी चाहिए थी, बट बहुत बड़ा कंट्रीब्यूशन है सारा। कोविड टाइम में अर्जुन ने बहुत सारा कंट्रीब्यूट किया, स्टूडेंट्स को एंगेज करने की कोशिश की, और एक लंबे टाइम तक सारी उसको चलाया मीटिंग्स को। तो धन्यवाद दीदी, धन्यवाद राजू भैया।
I would like to invite Raju for the sharing.
I'll welcome D3S2 and invite him to introduce our guest. Let's have a few minutes for the guest.
हमारे बीच में प्रोफेसर विवेक शर्मा आप तो यहाँ पे बरकतुल्लाह यूनिवर्सिटी है, उसके वाइस चांसलर है। और अभी कुछ समय पहले हमने आपको रिक्वेस्ट किया था कि जो यूनिवर्सल ह्यूमन वैल्यूज का जो कोर्स है वहाँ भी चला जाए, तो आपकी कंसेंट हो गई थी। और आपकी जो बैठकें थी, मैंने ऐसे ही उनको कहा कि आप यदि समय हो तो चले आइए, तो वो चले आए, पर उनकी तबीयत खराब है तो चले आए। तो जस्ट अब वो इनको जाना भी है, डॉक्टर से उन्होंने टाइम लिया है। हाँ जी,
भैया इनके इंस्टीट्यूट से सुनंदा दीदी है।
बरकतुल्लाह यूनिवर्सिटी। अच्छा
She is contributing.
अच्छा, पता नहीं था ये बात है। तो वो डॉक्टर साहब को जानना भी है, क्योंकि वो बहुत पसंद, मेरे को उनसे नाराजगी थी क्यों आ गए थे इतनी देर के लिए, क्या पूछा ऑल द वे। बट आप कुछ कहना चाहेंगे वैसे?
मैं मेरे बड़े भाई डॉक्टर धीरेन्द्र चतुर्वेदी जी का विशेष तौर पे आभारी हूँ कि उन्होंने अवसर दिया कि आप सभी से आया और आपसे बातचीत कर सकूं और आपसे एक मुलाकात हो सके। तो मैं सर का और आप सभी का बहुत बहुत आभारी हूँ कि मुझे दिया। इस कार्यक्रम में मैं सभी का स्वागत, वंदन, अभिनंदन करता हूँ। और चूंकि मेरी एक पारिवारिक पृष्ठभूमि है और एक संस्कार होते हैं, तो मुझे लगता है कि वैल्यूज हैं वो संस्कारों से आते हैं। पहली शिक्षा जो मुझे मिलती है या जो पहला शिक्षक होता है वो हमारी माँ होती है। और हमारी जो वैल्यूज हैं, जब हम सुबह उठते हैं तो हमको सिखाया जाता है कि सबसे पहले माँ के पाँव स्पर्श करते हैं। उसके बाद यदि कोई है तो सबसे ज्यादा रिस्पेक्ट करना चाहिए तो हमारे माता पिता की, क्योंकि माता पिता की आशीर्वाद, सारे देवी देवताओं का वास उन्हीं में है, उनके आशीर्वाद से ही हम आगे बढ़ते। और अगर हम में वैल्यूज है, अब वैल्यूज कोई सिखा नहीं सकता, कोई ला नहीं सकता, ये तो आप में अंदर से भाव उत्पन्न होता है। और जब भाव आप उत्पन्न होता है तो हम उन भाव के हिसाब से आदमी करता है। कोई दुनिया में कोई ईमानदार, कर्तव्यनिष्ठ, लगन, परिश्रमी, ये चीजें, देश प्रेम, समाज के प्रति प्रेम, समाज के प्रति आपकी जिम्मेदारी क्या है, परिवार के प्रति जिम्मेदारी क्या है, और देश के प्रति आपके जो संस्कार हैं, जो आपको सिखाया जाता है, ये वो वैल्यूज है जिनसे हमारा राष्ट्र आगे बढ़ रहा है। जब मैं आपको बताना चाहूंगा कि मेरा जो पहला क्लास जो शुरू किया था कक्षा 1 से, तो मेरी जो अध्ययन शुरू हुआ शिशु मंदिर। तो हमको सिखाया जाता था सबसे पहले कराग्रे वस्ते लक्ष्मी सरस्वती प्रभाते कर, और सारे मंत्र हम भोजन मंत्र, भीकर मंत्र, सारे मंत्र हम करते थे। और उस हमको जो संस्कार दिए गए, वो आज जब मैं कुलपति के रूप में काम कर रहा हूँ तो मुझे वो दृढ़ता देते हैं, मुझे वो इस बात का आगाह करते हैं कि नियम से चलो, अंतः नियम ही आपकी रक्षा। और जितना लोगों का, अगर आपको ईश्वर ने कुछ आपके हाथ में दिया है, तो लोगों का जितना कल्याण कर सकते हो, कुछ अच्छा कर सकते हो, तो कलम का इस्तेमाल करो और लोगों का भला करो। तो यही मेरी सोच है, यही पृष्ठभूमि है, और यही जो हमने सीखा है, और यही हमारी देश की मजबूती है, राष्ट्र की मजबूती है। और इन्हीं वैल्यू से कारण जब सारे देश जो हैं, आप देखिए हमारे साथ जितने लोग आजाद हुए, पाकिस्तान देखिए, दूसरे कंट्रीज देखिए, जितने आजाद हुए, आज उनकी स्थिति देखिए, और स्वतंत्रता प्राप्ति के बाद हम अगर हमारी जो वैल्यूज हैं, जो हमारे अंदर बस है, तो सफलता और सार्थकता जो हमें बताया जाता है कि हर आदमी सफल है, वो सार्थक नहीं है, उसका जीवन तभी सफल है जब आप देश समाज के लिए कुछ सार्थक करके जाएं। सर, आपने मुझे जहाँ बुलाया, समय दिया, मैं आपका पुनः आप सभी को प्रणाम करता हूँ, वंदन करता हूँ और इन्हीं बातों के साथ अपने को प्रणाम करता हूँ। और बरकतुल्लाह विश्वविद्यालय इस जैसा कि सबने कहा कि भाई साहब ने कि बरकतुल्लाह विश्वविद्यालय अब जो जैसा मैडम ने कहा कि सुविधा इसको हम और आगे हर महाविद्यालय तक पहुंच जाएंगे, प्रयास रहेगा।
धन्यवाद शर्मा जी। हम लोग ऐसा सोच रहे हैं कि मध्य प्रदेश में एक वाइस चांसलर का एक हम लोग कॉन्क्लेव करें। उसमें जो वाइस चांसलर आ पाएंगे के साथ हम लोग वन डे वर्कशॉप करना सकते, वन डे कॉन्क्लेव। तो आपका अगर यूनिवर्सिटी का सहयोग रहेगा तो उसको करना सकते। बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद आप सब।
आप